James Bond is.
Okay, they on the boat. What's up?
Wore the suit since the last time he wore a suit was at his. I guess it, probably. I had to remember. Okay, he did get remarried. I saw his new wife like once.
I haven't seen her yet.
I forgot. I saw her, but I seen her one time. I think it's because I looked it up and I saw her. Because like every time wife and how he's happy now, like who the fuck is he married to?
Uh, Sorry about that. Unfortunately, I'm having problems with Twitch. I thinking this could be the memory of the phone or whatever. So I'm having little problems with Twitch. So I apologize.
Do you want to try logging in on it?
Okay.
Come snatching my hair out my head.
Wasn't trying to do that.
Yeah, you would.
No, I'm not.
What's your username?
ABCJ01 at Yahoo. Oh, username. Try WFSO.
Well, you do it, but don't unplug it because it's at 9%. So,
Oh,
otherwise, I'll have to ask you your password. I don't want to do that if you're recording.
oh, okay.
Hey, stop that. What flavor were the famous steak sauces that you saw?
One was
Something
one was
sassy.
tangy, and the other one was like exactly.
Is it not logging in there either?
I'm trying to remember the password. Two, three, eight. Okay, there we go.
You're gonna have to hold that up though, okay?
Or not. Are you kidding me? Gotta look at my information. My email address.
Why?
Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Let's see how I can. See, go on my channel. Like I say, I apologize, everybody. I'm sorry. We're gonna get to the show. Just gotta try to do all this here for Twitch. Let's see.
No luck.
No, I got in. I'm just trying to look for the camera part.
Camera should be on.
Oh no, I'm talking about like.
You can take the rest of the garbage out because I've done all the dress stuff. Come here.
Ooh,
Hi, baby. I got to go tidy up some more, okay? You want to pass me that pink tub?
yeah, this is crazy.
On Switch. In the ditch. On a ditch.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go. Hmm.
Damn good.
Unicorn slash with vodka.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had the unicorn slash with vodka?
Nope, not able to get in.
No, because it doesn't have the video thing.
Let me have a look. Oof. So you want to go live?
Yeah.
This is weird because when I loaded this up the other day when I was at Maggie's, I had like press here to go live. You know what I mean?
Actually, got to put the same guy page on.
Hmm.
I don't know.
We apologize, everybody.
I don't know why it's not letting me do it. letting me do it. Do you want to try it using my phone and do it on there and load the app?
Sure.
They got away with the word shit. Can't say fuck yet, but I guess shit is just even better.
It's downloading.
Oh, okay.
And Mike, this is like USA. They're able to get away with using God's name in vain and saying the word shit, but fuck no, you can't do it. You can't do it. That crossed the line there. That's funny as hell. They can use the Lord's name in vain. They can call somebody something that comes out of person's ass, but when it comes to using the word fuck for love making, no, we can't use that now. We got to draw the line somewhere. All they gotta do is start doing it on the news. We're up to bring this different program for this special news report. This just in. A big ass hurricane flood. You said Mississippi, motherfucking is drowning. Shit is scattered everywhere. Our reporter Burt Wilson is on the scene. Burt, what's it look like down there? Well, Dan, as you can see behind me, shit is fucked up.
You know they.
He just told Mississippi to kiss our entire ass. We had got reports that tornado's about to sweep to the son of a bitch in about an hour. So I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Burt Bishop reporting CBS News, Mississippi.
You know they ain't gonna do that.
Why not? They do it on every other channel.
One day.
Well, somebody, yeah, like you said, one day somebody will probably slip.
They probably already doing it on BBC. They don't give a damn on there, apparently. You remember that news report? We saw that one dude that from BBC where he just went off. Remember that one black reporter, that one black girl anchor that quit live on the air?
Yep.
Pretty much told everybody in that damn newsroom
Kiss her ass. Who's all Freddy? Keep watching.
That's when you know you're the baby. You start doing movies with Denzel Washington. You're the dead son.
Yep. What's the matter?
It's not logging in, and I put the password in there.
I don't know what to tell you. Reschedule it for tomorrow if necessary.
You think it'd be a good idea if I drew the Rugrats?
Yeah.
It seemed like no other child stuff I've ever drawn. It seemed like the only drawing that really hit was when I did that Deadpool with the unicorn. Any other time, the only
But
time
you've got to promote yourself more.
The only time I get shit out there is when I do a giveaway. Other than that,
Yeah, but I'm saying you've got to promote yourself more. You've got to share it more on your own personal page. You be up.
But yeah, this is how TV needs to be during quarantine. Regular motherfuckers is doing dumbass stuff.
Absolutely.
I can't even imagine Austin golfing, but damn. I can imagine him putting and shit like that, bow and arrow.
Goldfish would be angry.
That I know he does, but to be golfing, no. That's when you know you're getting old. A Texas redneck doing golfing.
Okay, got it. Hmm.
Still no luck?
Yeah, I'm getting somewhere. Let's see if it'll.
Look at the last time you were on the news. Got an umbrella hat on with water. That'd be some dumb shit I have to be doing sitting outside with an umbrella hat on with water running down our faces like, yeah, it's hot to the motherfucker.
I can't even argue with you over that.
Okay, we got some. So they put this here. I had to use the white phone to do Twitch, so I apologize.
Hey, there's
So
nothing wrong with using the wife's phone.
I'm just glad it finally working. So I might have to do something on this phone, like maybe delete the app and bring it right back. So I probably will have to do that just to fix everything. So, anyways, welcome to the show. We can finally start this. Um, I know a friend of mine, not besides my wife had told me this, but a friend of mine wanted me to share about the NBC and WWE Network working together. Now all the content of WWE Network is going to be on Peacock. So NBC paid WWE $1 billion for 5 years just for using that network for for it. So
As they say, money talks.
yeah, you're right. Money talks. I wonder if it would have got like less or something like that. I wonder what they would have said then.
Oh, you know they've probably been in talks for a very long time. Because didn't they have some content on their mic already?
Yeah, they do. But I'm thinking that I don't know. It could be. I think it's like a good deal because you can just go on there with like app subscription for $4.99. So if you want to be, cheap about it, there you go. So, or you can go with the app free for $9.99. So some people probably thinking like, I'm already paying $9.99 for the service, so
Right.
why not just
Well, and we
keep it
get
like
now.
that?
But the thing, as Mike pointed out, if you go over to Peacock, you now get all of NBC content as well. So there's gonna be bonuses.
Right, because you can watch certain shows that they have on there for free, but just to like watch their originals and things like that, you have to subscribe. So it's kind of crazy. And all of this starts on March 18th.
Now, did you say also that there is a pay per view tomorrow?
Oh, yep. Think yeah, it's called Superstar Spectacular. That pay per view will be on. It will be it's 9:30 Eastern time, so it'll be 8:30 Central time. So
It'll come on at 8 o'clock, and then like 5, 6 o'clock at night, it'll be on again.
Yeah.
So you ain't missing a dang thing.
but maybe you want to see it live.
Once again, you ain't missing nothing. Unless there's a nip slip or a wardrobe malfunction, you ain't gonna miss nothing if you watch the replay.
Well, they are going to have women. I don't know what happened to the remote.
And Vince got a plug so far up his butt
You
that
come
even
back
if
up. Let me just get up for a second.
it's on the it's on the
Oh, I see it.
as I was saying, Vince got a plug so far up his butt that even if the girls do have an accidental wardrobe malfunction beyond their control, they still get fired for it. So you're gonna fire a woman for even protecting herself for it not to happen, for it to happen, and you're gonna fire the person for it because it happened accidentally. It's not like they just came out there like, yeah. If it pops up by accident,
yeah, but they also need to, if that is the case and there is a wardrobe issue, they need to look at the seamstresses and the wardrobe designers as to why.
Right, but
who?
who?
Trying to hear that?
But who they
He's
fired?
talking to you.
Who they fired from that happening?
Rosa Mendes.
She got fired because of that.
Yeah, that's what she got let go for. Even though that wardrobe malfunction where she got her ass exposed on TV, that wasn't even her fault. That was the person she was going against.
I didn't know she got fired because of that. I thought they just was she was just on the list. Like they just didn't want to let her. They just want to let her go. And you already know they do their spring cleaning and the chopping block like they did that massive one last year. But that massive one last year, oh my god, it kind of sucks because like half of the roster that they had on there they didn't use. You looking like you don't use them anyway. It's like why you hire them in the first place if you ain't going to use them. Just crazy. But anyways, if this up for a second before we continue on. There we go. But anyways, that's like one of the news that's going on. And also, from what y'all heard from Monday Night Raw tonight, Edge is going to be returning at the Royal Rumble.
Again.
Yeah, again. But this time it won't be a surprise. Everybody would know that he will be
Right.
there because he said so himself.
For him to tear something else out and be gone for 8 months.
See, and this is the thing. I love Edge. I really do. I think that he had a great personality when wrestling, but I also think that you need to turn this off because this is overshadowing everything. Um, but I think that he really is now coming to the end of his
His
career
career.
because he shouldn't have got. But he can I finish? He shouldn't have got in the ring and got injured as quickly as he did. You know what I mean?
Right.
And what's the point?
He's done everything.
He ain't got nothing else to prove. You've been a tag team champion multiple times. You've been an intercontinental champion multiple times. Been the world champion multiple times for both brands. What else is there for you to do?
And I think to me, this is what part of the problem is, and you guys can disagree if you like. Don't bother me.
Money in the bank champ.
But a part of me thinks that, you know, these older wrestlers coming back like him and Daniel Bryan and all that lot is all fair and good, but you're yet again pushing the newer wrestlers aside. You're not letting these newer wrestlers blossom and be themselves.
I think you can blame that on Vince McMahon.
Well, we know what we can blame it on, but we're just saying the whole problem is that you're not getting the newer faces pushed as much. Like they started with what's the name of that whole group who were on this evening where the screen used to go black?
Oh, Retribution.
Yeah, you've got this whole group of really good wrestlers, okay, who basically it was set up to be this big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, has it not just gone?
Yeah, ever since they lost or shown that Bray Wyatt beat them all.
Yeah,
single
it
handedly.
fizzled. But they didn't know how to then bring it back up and start it over again. And as much as I'm so glad that oh my god, Drew McIntyre got the championship back because there is something about. I mean, he's a smooth talking motherfucker. Let's be perfectly honest. He has got, even if he was a heel, he has got great mic skills. And but this whole the whole thing with Randy Orton was like, can we have a different?
Oh, when he was fighting them multiple
Can we
times.
have a different person against him? And then you have got some really good guys who've come up from NXT or who are still in NXT who could do with being pushed. And Vince is like, no, let me pull Goldberg out my ass. I mean, yeah, having Goldberg at the Royal Rumble is great. Have him as one of the participants of the Royal Rumble. People would like to see that because I'm telling you now, I bet everybody is thinking the way I was. Oh God, I hope this match is better than the one against the Undertaker.
Right.
Because you've got an old man out of his prime. I don't care how well trained he is. How old is Goldberg now?
Don't know.
Like mid to late 50s.
I'm gonna have a look. Bear with me.
But yeah, it's just a lot of people had called him Oldberg and
He's 54 years old.
Oh, 54. Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, looks like he is in good physical shape, but we thought that with the Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
And he went in the ring, could have killed the Undertaker. Let's be perfectly honest.
Mm-hmm.
And fizzled. Then we didn't see him anymore. And now they're bringing him back for the Royal Rumble. As I say, I have no problem with that. Put him in as one as the guest wrestlers. We're all sitting here waiting. Oh, are they going to bring back some of the legends? Are they going to, we're all sitting here waiting for that.
Right.
Do it for that because I don't know. I don't think Drew is going to be able to wrestle to his level of excellence against Goldberg. I really don't. I'd love it to be proven wrong. I hope Sunday I'm proved wrong.
Not saying ain't nothing wrong with that, but
The only thing about that match I'm looking forward to is Drew's entrance because goddamn him in a kilt. Woo! Goddamn. I say goddamn.
but also that other factor that could be in is like Miz's Money in the Bank. So he said he's going to cash it in after the winner. So
that's now getting old.
Exactly.
He's the only motherfucker in history that cashed that damn thing in twice, not once, twice, and yet he still has it.
And then the other thing that is annoying, I'm sick of King Corbin.
They don't even talk about him much anymore.
But every time he comes out, it's King Corbin.
Oh, you want like this name to change?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let it go.
Do another King of the Ring match. So we got another king. Put the fucking crown on Drew. Let him be King Drew McIntyre of the Scottish people. Something.
2 years and he's still rolling with the whole King Corbin gimmick. It's been 2 years. Let it go.
It seems like they ain't gonna let it go because he's still running with it.
The King of the Ring before.
What, a yearly thing?
Yeah, before when it first started off, it was like it was a pay-per-view. It was just no basic thing they put on TV.
Right.
It was the pay-per-view. It was the very first one was in 1993 or 4, and it was a pay-per-view. Bret Hart won the first one. The next year, they crowned a new king. The next year, it was a new king. This fool has been walking around with the same gimmick for 2 years. It's done. It's over.
And I have no problem with if they don't want to do the King of the Ring again. But take that title from him. Fade it out.
Right, I get what you're saying that they do need to do something different with him.
Well, go back to being a baby face and shit. Do something. Get tired of the whole I'm the king of this, I'm king of that, my royal subject. Motherfuckers don't care no more.
And I mean, the thing is, the only person whose the storyline is still going on that actually brings laughter and everything to us is fucking R-Truth with that 24/7 belt. Because that is hilarious. Let's be perfectly honest.
He's just stupid.
Oh my god. But it's hilarious. And it's one of those things where you're like, oh what's going to happen tonight? What's going to happen tonight? And
right.
And then when he does lose it, you try to figure out, like, okay, how's he going to get it back? And you know he's going to get it back.
Right, but that to me is fine because it brings the little bit of comedy into it and everything and all this lot. But this whole, focusing too much on older wrestlers and focusing on, keeping a title on something that you haven't had another pay-per-view to challenge. The Miz and Morrison with the fucking Money in the Bank. I swear I want to go in with the Money in the Bank suitcase because we have one and just get it over with. Like, I mean, that's how it is. And I understand there were a lot of wrestlers who did actually come out and tell WWE, we don't want to wrestle while COVID is going on.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. I really do. But
fuck off TV then.
But no, that's not even the point. Knock your show back down to a 2-hour show for Monday Night Raw. Because so far, for how many weeks? Like 3-4 weeks in a row, there's been a 15-minute at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's what TNA used to do.
And, knock it back to a 2-hour thing. Have some really good, strong matches. Drew McIntyre, as we said, he's still got loads of wrestlers he could go up against. Start bringing up Start doing an NXT invasion on Monday Night Raw and on SmackDown.
Yeah, they did that. What was that? Not last year, but the year before for Survivor Series, and that
Right,
was good. But thinking they should have did it again this past
we are
year.
leading up to WrestleMania. And so far, I understand, as we're saying, the pandemic has caused a lot of problems. But we're leading up to WrestleMania, and no one has made an impact on anything. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know.
But who y'all got winning the Royal Rumble for men's and
I
women
don't
this
even know
Sunday?
who's in it.
Nobody does, except for probably like 3-4 people.
I'm going to win the women's because I'm fucked off with the women's wrestling right now.
Yeah, you didn't kind of see in the main event what just happened.
No, I was watching Fat Women.
But yeah, it was Oscar. It was Oscar versus Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. It looked like Alexa Bliss was going to win it. Then Randy Orton out of nowhere RKO her, and that was it. And saw like some of the burn on his face.
I mean, and that to me, that was a good storyline. I'll say that. That was a good, how they're twisting that is a good thing. I like how that is running. I really do. The Drew McIntyre Randy Orton thing was getting old. The whole I'm a legend killer. How many years has he been saying that bullshit?
Every time he goes heel. When he was a babyface, he was the Viper.
And my thing is that, let's move on from that. This whole thing with Bray Wyatt and stuff, I really do like.
But you can't really do much with it now. Mind you, he burned a man alive. How they gonna, recoil from that?
Oh, they'll do something.
They'll do something.
You can't get no better than that.
It's just right now they just don't know what to do to bring them back.
Right, but they've got to. But when they do, they've got to make it epic.
Right. Or like Randy Orton is going to be in the Royal Rumble, so
and let's be honest.
Bray Wyatt interfere in that and beat him up.
Kudos to Alexa Bliss for taking an RKO. Do you know what?
Yep.
When you've got a woman who can take a male wrestler finishing move and stuff, because you guys both know, and Mike especially, there are certain ways you have to do wrestling moves to not really seriously hurt someone, but they still hurt, don't they, Mike?
The only finishing move I've ever taken that really didn't hurt because the person I was doing it to knew what they were doing. Actually, it's been two. One was the F5, and I took that finishing move twice. It didn't hurt at all. The other one was the super kick. Didn't get hurt by that one either, but it was fucked up. The second time I took the F5 was a combination. First, they got super kicked. Then I turned around and got caught with an F5.
But what I'm saying is this. For a woman to be able to take that move from a male wrestler, because let's be honest, a male wrestler is used to like lifting a certain way and all that lot. So for Randy Orton to be able to pull that off without hurting her, and for her to take it and make it look so good, kudos to the both of them for doing that. But they've got to do something epic to bring Bray Wyatt back when they do.
Right, because also what they did during that match, they had her the clothes she was wearing, the pink and black or whatever. Then she was wearing her regular gear. Then out of nowhere, she's back in all black and was about to, look like she was about to win. But like I said, with Randy Orton coming in, so they kind of did like a metamorphosis with her again. That I guess I'm just surprised that like it's supposed to be live and all that, but
well, they're probably doing the thing recorded live. And there is probably a delay on it as well.
Right.
you know. And judging from what people have said as well, those people who have been a part of the virtual crowd,
Mm-hmm.
there are matches that go on once the show's off the air, like dark matches.
Right.
And I'm actually wondering if some of the things in regards to like Alexa Bliss and that lot are the dark matches. You know what I mean? That are then edited in. It would be easy to do. You know, they've got the skills to do it.
Right.
But either way, they seriously have got to work out something better because, as you said, wasn't USA Network complaining about the ratings and how things were going? Over it too, because you can't keep on doing things like, and oh, we've always had this time slot. That's
Right.
not how it works.
And like they don't do it that much now, but like it was like the same people over and over, and they're not pushing their mid cards like they should.
And that's what I'm saying. We've had, we've got all these wrestlers who are still there, who they started to promote up these really good storylines and everything, only to let it fizzle like a dry fart. Seriously, look at that one fact fraction. It Bray Wyatt beat them all. It was done.
Right. Yeah, I just don't know what they was thinking when they did that. Just have them out of nowhere, just beat them all up, and I know.
We've got um MVPs lot.
Oh, the Hurt Business.
Thank you. Yeah, but we're not seeing anything worthy out of them, and they're all old wrestlers.
Yeah, except for Cedric.
But they're carrying it on the name of old wrestlers. And I'm sorry, but there's only so much that, people are going to deal with before they say, I've had enough. People around the world and around the country who have been shut in and dealing with COVID who want some entertainment. WWE
Right.
has the money and the power to do that. Have we or have we not? Pretty much since COVID had us locked down, I've been finding the Comic Con ones that were free to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Why haven't WWE done a bunch of those that were free? I understand if you wanted to get autographs and stuff, like you could still do that. But why couldn't they do a similar thing to what all the Comic Cons and everything?
Or
Question and answer thing, like they've done on those Comic Cons, where you've got the wrestlers sat there, you've got this person interviewing them, like we've watched Power Rangers, me and Mike watched Karate Kid, you guys watch the Superman ones, Dragon Ball Z, WWE do something like that where you've got this interview, like say with Drew McIntyre, like with Alexa Bliss, like with Sasha Banks, all those things where people would sit there and at different times you could go on and watch it.
yeah, I get what you're saying.
And
They should have that.
then
Yeah.
do the one-on-one meet and greets later on.
Yeah, they do that, but like the amount they just charge, and it's just like
And that's the other problem is that you can't do that.
it's just like why so much? You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's see, did they finally update the meet and greet? No, they didn't, but they got the photo of the couple of people that's gonna be on there. I guess Big E is gonna be one, Street Profits is another, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair.
Now tell me why they can't do those and have them as a group, like have them as a thing, like we've been watching where you've got somebody interviewing them and you can type in your questions in the scroll thing and the interviewee can just like pick questions up as they go along and then do the meet and greet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Do the meet and greets afterwards. Because would we or would we not be on there watching them?
Yeah, we would be.
You can't be charging a couple of $100 for a 2-minute chat by video.
That's what it is, like 2 to 5 minute chat.
Yeah.
No, it's 2 minutes. You're right. It's 2 minutes.
But
And
you
it's,
can't do that.
right. It's just like you trying to like talk to them and let's get a photo and do this.
Yeah. And this is the thing. I'll say this. The person who's got the cheapest meet and greet I've seen is his boyfriend.
Oh, Jason David Frank.
Yeah. He charges $40 for a 2-minute interview. Mailed autograph to you.
Right.
And I think it's actually $75 if you want a Funko Pop signed. Personally, let's be honest, if we had $75 and found a signed Funko Pop of his, he'd be jumping around for joy, kissing it, walking around with it on a gilded gold pillow in a box with alarms around it. You know?
Right.
And to me, that's a reasonable price. And the best thing is, though, he's not keeping any of the money. He's donating the money to comic shops to keep comic shops open and running.
You give me an autograph thing after you said it. You got an autograph Funko Pop from Jason David Frank? No, that's nothing special.
But you know what I mean? It's to me, WWE it gets very, very greedy. Very greedy.
Yeah, you're right. It's just like they're already making deals. They already got $1 billion for being on Fox for a certain amount of years, and now they got this deal with
Peacock.
Yeah. It's like, how much more money do they need?
Apparently a lot, but the way they slipping.
And my thing is that as much as I'm not, as we say, it's common knowledge. I'm not a fan of Triple H as a wrestler.
Right.
We know that. I've made my point of view on his bacon forehead many times.
Yeah. Not a fan of his wrestling either.
But Vince McMahon needs to step down, and let Stephanie, Triple H take over.
Yeah.
You know, God bless Vince. He kept the company running. He's done some good things over the years. He's done some pretty shitty things as well over the years.
Mhm.
China. Sorry, did I say that out loud? But you know, now's the time to hand the reins over.
Well,
I mean, for crying out loud, put Shane in charge. We need somebody who's in their 30s and 40s to take over and lead this company for another 20 years.
right. You know, like the crazy part too is like he's not gonna give it up until he's dead. That's probably what's gonna happen.
Shit, even then he won't fucking give it up. They'll have like holograms of him going, "You're fired."
Or they did like with Hotel Transylvania 3, like keep his head and stuff alive, but put him in like in a robot thing.
Exactly. But we've got to, you know, he's got to seriously realize, step down now.
Well, and you know, there's a. Oh, Robert's calling.
Okay, you're gonna have to switch off things.
Sorry, guys. So we'll do this again Sunday.
Hello. Hi, Boo.
But
I'm good. What's up? Ah. Did you set the order man up? Where'd you put it? Downstairs? It's got good storage space, doesn't it? Yep. Did you like your Star Wars toys? Yeah, see? Mama good.
What are you looking at me for?
Because you didn't want me to let Robert have them, and Robert deserves Star Wars.
It's
toys.
not that. I just thought you want to keep them for your collection
No,
yourself.
because I got some of my collectibles up there. They'll all go to him eventually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm really pissed off about the Packer game.
Yeah.
Ain't we all?
They really let them play.
Yes, they did.
Because I mean, there were some calls on both sides that could have been called, but I don't know. I can't count how many illegal block in the back penalties that Tampa Bay could have got on us, and how many holding calls and pass interference calls. But the other issue is that I saw so many opportunities for Rodgers. Like, he could have ran the ball in for a touchdown like 3 separate times.
Yeah.
And then he threw this ridiculous pass to Devontae Adams where he was already out of bounds. And Adam Lazard was wide open in the end zone.
Yeah, I know that play.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, in all reality, regardless of what the officials were doing in the game, I feel like the game ended up being on the offense because I don't know. I mean, the defense took the ball away 3 separate times. I mean, what more do you want out of the defense?
Yep.
And they didn't even score. I think they scored once off of one of those turnovers.
Yeah, they did.
So, and they should have scored on all 3. Tampa Bay scored on all of their turnovers. You know,
They had that one in the fumble.
Yeah, because that's right. Because Aaron Jones fumbled after that hit.
Right.
And he ended up sitting out the rest of the game.
But even still, they didn't play like they were wanting to go to the Super Bowl.
Well, at least Rodgers wasn't.
Yeah.
And the defense, at first, they were a little iffy, but then they were really the only people that were keeping us in the game because they took the ball away from them 3 separate times.
Yeah.
Swear God, I would buy it if I had the money.
And I know they punted a few times too, but like we should have scored on those turnovers.
Absolutely.
And that last play that the Packers had when they last had the ball, it was 4th and goal, and they kicked the field goal.
Yep.
No, I think that was a smart plan for them to kick that field goal because what if they wanted to get that 4th down?
That's true, but like there was just about 2 minutes left, and I mean you can't really expect to get the ball back from Brady with 2 minutes left on the clock. So it's just like I don't know. I would have at least if I was gonna score at all, I would have scored the touchdown. But then they also screwed up when they tried going for that 2-point.
Yeah, I thought that was a dumb idea. I thought they should have just kicked a field goal.
Yeah, just to get the point that they could have gotten.
Right.
And then maybe if they got the stop, maybe if they got another stop, and then they would have. Because I think they were only down by like. I don't know how much they were down by, but they got real close.
Oh, you talking about before that field goal?
No, it was when they scored. They had tried going for 2, and I think they would have only been down by like a touchdown or something.
Oh yeah.
They ended up staying down by 7 points. So I mean, and if they would have scored on that one drive where they ended up 4th and goal, they wouldn't have had to worry about scoring the 2-point conversion just to tie it up. They could have just scored and called it a day, tied it up, and sent it to overtime. I don't know.
No, I get what you're saying.
I just the coaching wasn't all that great. Neither was Rogers. I solely think that Rogers definitely could have made better decisions in that game.
Yeah. And that seems to be the general consensus of Packers fans that it was Rodgers and who let the team down.
But
Yeah,
also,
and I mean,
I was gonna say,
it
but
was their first. It was their first NFC championship at home.
yeah, since 2008.
And the thing is that
Right.
people have all loads of people have said that the loss wouldn't have been so bad if they had played the game, if they had
Well,
battled for it.
and another thing is that they went against number one defense last week, but yet our offensive line could not give Rodgers any time at all
Yeah.
for Tampa Bay. I think Rodgers got sacked like 4 or 5 times
Yeah,
in that game, and he got rushed pretty much every other play.
yeah,
And I mean, Rodgers usually gets rid of the ball fairly quickly, but um, he had too much pressure coming to him, so he always had to scramble and throw a pass that wasn't his best, and he ended up throwing an interception that game. So yeah, I feel like the whole thing's just screwed up.
Yeah.
But I did hear that in the off season they're trying to pick up J.J. Watt.
they need to. I read about that last week too.
Yeah, they really need to because J.J. Watt was talking about being on the Texans, and all the players on that team, he's fed up with the coaching and the players on Houston because they just don't seem to really care because they didn't have the best record going in to the regular season, so they were just like all willy nilly about it. They didn't really care to put in any effort, and J.J. Watt was mentioning that multiple times in press conferences. And after this year, I think he's a free agent.
Yeah, after next season he will be
Oh, okay. But they can still pick him up in the off season, right?
in the trade. They could, yeah,
Oh, okay.
Then trade.
Well, I don't know who they trade, but I mean, they're already in the Houston Texans are already in the process of rebuilding. Anyhow,
yeah, because their
so I
quarterback
mean,
want to
they
leave too.
yeah. So I wouldn't see any difference of us giving away. Excuse me, of us giving away a couple, defensive backs that we don't really like. That King guy that we have, I think we should cut him or trade him.
Yep. After that play, he messed up. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, he had a couple plays where he messed up big time.
I just remember that one.
Oh yeah, the one where I think it was right before the half, and
Yep.
Tom Brady just bombed it downfield and got a touchdown.
Yep.
There was another play where King was on another touchdown catch, but he jumped way too early, and he jumped way too early and got on the ground before the pass was even
Oh,
caught.
yep. Yep. Okay, I remember that one.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, we should get rid of him, and I don't know.
From what they were saying on live, they was like let's see, they rounded out to like Preston Smith. They should get rid of him, and it was, I think it was like a couple of draft picks for JJ Watt.
Oh, okay. That's the Darius Smith, right?
No, not Darius Smith. No.
Okay, because he's all right, and that Clark guy, the defensive tackle that they have,
Yeah.
he's pretty good too. Because he was the only one really making plays. She was like the only. Well, that and Jared Alexander, he got the 2 picks that game, but
Right.
on the line, that Clark guy, he was the only guy really making any plays.
Yep.
So I don't know. That whole game was just like literally you should have seen. You know how my dad is.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious! My dad and I, like at first, like when the game first started, my dad was like screaming, and I was looking at him, and I was like, "Dad, tone it down." And then by the time halftime came, him and I were on the same level. I was getting shut up.
Oh my god. Yeah, I was actually over at Maggie's and Maggie said to me, she said, "Where's Robert watching the game?" And I said, "With his dad." And she said, "How's that going?" And I went, "Well, judging by how this game's going, loud and angry." She went, "They get that bad?" I'm like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, quite accurate.
I
Well,
said, watching a football game with Robert and his father together when it's going badly is an experience.
but we was also saying all season long that they should have got another wide receiver. They could have had Antonio Brown.
They really could have. They really, really could have. I mean, keep in mind this whole postseason, Valdez Scantling, he really stepped up big time.
Oh yeah, he
In the
did.
regular season, because in the regular season he did have a couple big drops, but I don't think in the postseason I don't think he dropped one pass, and he had some pretty big plays. And same with Alan Lazard and Robert Tanyan.
Yeah.
Tight end that they have. Robert, yeah, because I think he has the most touchdown catches in his position
Yep, he does.
in the league, yeah. So I think we should keep Kanye and Valdez Scantling and Lazard and obviously Adams, but we need like another like very reliable receiver.
A veteran one for that.
Because I mean, there was a point in time where we had Randall Cobb, Jordy Nelson, Devontae Adams, and then if you go back even farther, we had Greg Jennings, Donald Driver when we won the Super Bowl.
Right.
He had all the help in the world that he could have needed.
Yeah.
But now it's all young guys who are still learning. So I don't know. But I hope in the offseason it'll be different, and then we'll pick up some good players.
Yeah.
I think most likely they're going to try to run it back, but maybe add something to the offense. Like, what's his name? That was like in the offensive tackle was injured, so he could have been some help.
Yeah, because they kept really pressing to that left side.
Yeah.
That left tackle, he just could not keep up. He could not keep up. I know if Bakhtiari was in, he would have had some protection. But gosh, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, my dad. Right after the game, I went into my room and I sat there for a couple hours. I was watching Goodfellas, and he came in and he starts going on about the game or whatever. And he's like, yeah, but you know, I moved on, and life goes on. And at the end of the day, they don't pay my bills, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my god.
Well, your dad's got another good 20 years ahead of him in life. So, how many games between now and then?
Oh my god. Easily, it's bare minimum. It's like, gosh, I don't know, like close to 300 games.
Well, and then on top of that, throw in the Bucks season and Brewers.
Oh yeah.
Well, the Brewers season this past season was expected, so
Right, but I'm on about this upcoming. No, see, we have to explain to you. Let me and Robert explain to you his father with football, basketball, and baseball. Okay, he don't give a rat's ass how the season goes. Okay, his dad gets loud. His dad gets loud when they do good. His dad gets loud when they do bad. And when they do bad afterwards, his dad will stomp around for a minute and then he'll come back in and say exactly what you said to Robert. I'm over it now, and at the end of the day, they don't pay my bills. Without fucking fail. Every time. The man was in jail, Trout. He was in jail. And the Packers lost a game in the playoffs. He picked up the phone and called me, recited the entire fucking game in a 15-minute phone conversation. 2 minutes before the end of the phone, he went, well, I'm over it now and they ain't paying my bills. From jail!
The big one was in 2007 before Aaron Rodgers started in 2008. And that was when they had their NFC championship at home. And they were going against the Giants. And went into overtime.
Oh yeah, Brett Favre's last game.
He threw a pick.
Yep.
He threw an interception, and it was game over. Giants won by 3. I remember my dad calling, and he was ranting and raving about it.
Yep. See, this from jail, Trout. From jail.
He's a diehard Wisconsin sports fan. We
You
need
ain't
more of
lying.
those.
You ain't lying.
We do need more of those.
I'll kid you not. We're at the playoffs for the Bucks game when they were playing against Chicago
Chicago.
Bulls.
God, that was a good game, but
Robert was getting irritated because we were losing. His dad is throwing around cuss words, getting angry and everything. Then literally, we're coming out of the Bradley Center. He's stomping up those steps as we leave. We literally get into the entrance where the food and everything is, and he's
right.
like, well, should we go to the gift shop now? Me and Robert look at him like,
Some people just
dude, you just lost your temper for the last 20 minutes of this game, shouting, hollering, upset, and it's almost as like God's blessing washed over him as we walked out the doors because he's like, should we go to the gift shop now? Who are you?
God, I'm glad I'm not that bad, but no, hold on. Let me finish. But the problem is like people just like to rub it in your face and you just get sick and tired of that.
Like Roosevelt getting over the top.
Right.
Yeah, I saw a lot of memes that people were posting about it, but like I don't really pay attention to it much.
However, me and Robert did shut Roosevelt down because he was going on, and I have said, do you want to come back and tell us? I said you could talk when the Patriots, got somewhere, and he was like,
because he's a freaking hypocrite.
He then threw at me. He's like, well, they did the same as the Dolphins, and I said, well, we don't expect much of the Dolphins. They've disappointed us for years.
Yeah, but the Dolphins had a much better record than New England.
Damn.
Yes, they did because
Yeah.
they was almost in the playoffs this year.
They just barely made it out of the playoffs just because the conference that they were in was such a good conference this season.
Yeah, and if they didn't lose that final game of the season, they probably would have been in.
Yeah, they did pretty good.
Yeah, 8-8 is not bad.
I think they said that it was their best record in like the past I can't remember how many odd years, but it was some time. Because I don't know, but they did pretty decent. So
I think the last time they was in the playoffs was I'm thinking 4 or 5 years ago.
It was 1927, and it was right before the Dust Hit the plains of the Midwest.
No, this one they you said this when they had fine Fitzpatrick when they last made it to the
I'm
playoffs,
being
and that
funny.
I know you are, but I'm just saying.
But have you been watching any of the Bucks games?
At least they won last night.
Not really, no. I honestly haven't. I know they're
Hmm?
But his phone died.
I was about to say it's still going.
Might very well have been.
Oh man. But
Are you still on?
yes, I was still on the air. He probably still talking, thinking like
Please leave your message for 4.
That's weird.
that was weird. But
Says I'm running a shower. Call you as soon as I hop out.
oh, but anyway, before we do talk about a little bit of, might as well talk about a little bit of basketball. On Wednesday, I know the Bucks will be in Tampa to play Toronto Raptors, which is kind of sad from what just happened this past yesterday.
No, that's Valentine's Day right there.
Oh, tacos and
Roses.
roses and tacos.
Roses and taco. Look at that, Mike. That says love right there.
So I will do a video right after that game just to give my perspective on what they did and all that stuff. It wasn't much of the perspective I had to give out yesterday because it's like most of their players from Atlanta was like, well, a couple of their good players were injured. So, but they did kind of make it a little bit of a game in the second half. So, interesting enough. But anyways, there's some shows that are going to be starting on the WWE Network this week. They gonna have the Superstar Spectacular well spectacle will be 8:30 a.m. which we was talking about. So what they're gonna do is like have some of the WWE stars and some of their current like Indian stars that they got on training. So because they was gonna build up WWE like NXT India, so they're gonna do that soon, but don't know when. But I thought this would probably be it, but I guess they're gonna do this one as a 2-hour pay-per-view. So let's see. So also what's gonna happen on Wednesday, the first women's Royal Rumble roundtable will premiere at 10 a.m. Eastern, so it'll be 9 a.m. Central on Wednesday on the on-demand selection. So the special will then air on a live stream at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 10:30 a.m. Central. Following the bump, let's see, the roundtable special will feature a look back at 2018's Women's Royal Rumble with several guests on the roundtable panel. They'll have Charlotte Flair, Natalia, Sasha Banks, and Mickey James. So interesting enough. Um, a new WWE Day of documentary will premiere Thursday at 9 a.m. on demand and then live stream at 7:30 p.m. 6:30 Eastern. The special will give behind the scenes a look back at the 2014 Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Never before be seen never before seen footage of WWE Hall of Famer Batista which he won that Rumble. Let's see. The sooner they had nothing for Friday, so um Saturday is gonna be like non WWE indie content that will premiere at 11 a.m. Central Time, like Evolve 145, ICW Fight Club number 157, Best of Trent 7 and Progress Wrestling, and Daniel Bryan's greatest WXW matches. Let's see. Royal Rumble Sunday will see a La Perfina Rumble preview at 10 a.m. on demand and a replay at 3 p.m. Eastern on live stream. Special edition of the Bump will air at 10 a.m. and replay at 4 p.m. Eastern with WWE Hall of Famers Bill Goldberg, Hulk Hogan, Daniel Bryan, Sam Garroyle, and Millie B. Of course, after the Royal Rumble, they will do a WWE Icons, which they were kind of promoting that for the past couple of months, but now they going to release an episode that's going to be about WWE Hall of Famer Yokozuna. So it'll be right after the Rumble. So let's see. Of course, Rumble will kick off 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. Then the pay per view will be 6 o'clock here Central, and all that stuff. So interesting thing that they gonna have. So it seems like they're gonna have a couple of people on the icons thing. So they already have Yokozuna already. So they're gonna, from what I'm looking at, they're gonna have Lex Luger, Beth Phoenix, Rob Van Dam, and British Bulldog so far. So I don't know how many more they're gonna do, but that's all I can see from that point for now.
They're missing somebody.
Who do you think they're missing?
Who should be in the Hall of Fame already? Who's not in there?
Oh, Owen Hart. Oh, because I answered.
Dang, Lex Luger. Lex Luger ain't have no kind of his claim to fame in WWE is when he body slammed Yokozuna. After that, it was pretty much
Right, it's like he got all these accolades in WCW, but
his early WCW years. Oh yeah, early. I'm talking about. I'm not talking about when he went back. I'm talking about like his early career in WCW. Oh yes, his early WCW years. Ooh. Wait, his rise to championship. Like first he was in the Four Horsemen, then he broke out of his own, then he rose up, and and then his rise, like his climb, like television champion, U.S. champion, then world champion. Oh yeah, those were the golden years.
and of course, like when he did win the world, he became world champion again. Then
Not that second run. That second run when he came back and became champion, nobody gave a damn.
I think they did at the time, just at that one point because it was off of Hogan. Then Hogan won it back.
Exactly. That's the only reason why it probably actually meant something because he took it from Hogan. But had it been any other time, nobody would have cared. Just like when Bret Hart became champion in WCW, nobody gave a damn. Nobody cared because they didn't know how to use Bret Hart anyway.
Oh yeah, he was champion in WCW
Twice.
once, and United States champion.
And he won the title in a tournament against Chris Benoit.
That was a good match, especially the one they dedicated to
That was it.
or
No,
no, they did another one. They did a dedication match to Owen Hart.
oh yeah, that was on Nitro. That was like the night after, I think.
Yeah, yeah, it was. Okay, there we go. I was was trying to fix something on here, so I apologize. So maybe because of the weather and something, but it
The
seems
weather is like everybody that online is saying in this area because the storm's coming through, the wind's reaching us first.
that's probably what it is, the wind. So that's why I'm having a little bit of trouble with this.
Well, why don't you end it now?
I probably will end it, and
And then you can charge everybody $10 for they hear the rest of the show.
You might be onto something there, mate.
charging people $10 for the show. Oh my god.
Why not? Everybody else is doing
It
it.
came with a little spoon. Oh, look at the little spoon, Mike. Look at the little spoon.
Sure, talking
Why
about
not?
her.
Everybody else is charging people to listen to them or watch them online. Why not jump on the bandwagon?
That ain't mine.
Probably not everybody, but
A lot of people are.
Everybody.
Everybody. Praise the Lord. God. Pastor. I believe our entire conversation with Robert on there.
yep.
They need people to know it was in freaking jail.
Hey, at least we ain't talking about it, right?
Or how it happened. So we didn't talk about that. So we're just gonna keep that.
But how about you
Out.
want that rating? Like a motherfucker.
They're like, someone in jail? Oh, well, let me listen to this motherfucker. Remember what happened.
Oh, he might have been in the cell next to me or something.
Yeah. I know that motherfucker right now.
Get back to cigarettes.
Like he owed me some money.
If you know in jail, the only two things matter: food and cigarettes.
They stopped. All the jails are smoke free now. Can't smoke jail.
Robert's father was in jail when?
It came out in 2014.
They were still passing out cigarettes.
No,
in
they
there.
weren't. They stopped cigarettes in jail in 2007.
I thought he was out. Oh, he was out, then went back in. Okay. Okay, we're gonna end this and thank y'all for listening. And we will hopefully we can do a watch along for the Royal Rumble Sunday. If I can't have it, if I can't do it on the Twitch, which I am having a little bit problems with, we'll probably will do the watch along here on YouTube. Just for y'all to listen.
They're too damn bad at people.
Yeah, but anyways, like this video if you like what you heard and all that stuff tonight. Like I said, if you subscribe to this channel if you're new and comment on this video and other future videos, you could win the Iron Hammer Funko Pop. But we will announce the winner when we get up to 150 subscribers. So tell your friends and tell everybody to start subscribing. So, anyways, that's it, and we will see y'all Sunday. And also, we'll post a video. Oh, casino. But anyways, I will put a video up of doing my prediction. It's probably gonna be up on maybe Saturday, so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, good night, everybody, and until the next video. We got Power Rangers already.